Hey, it's Ken Lewis. Welcome to Mixing Night. Today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make it in the music industry. You're probably not going to like them very much. Number one, don't wait for your opportunities. Go out and get them. I've built my entire career this way, being the first to pick up the phone, being the first to return that email, being the first to turn in that work. That always gets you goodwill with the person on the other end cutting those checks, or that artist that you're trying to get that next song with. Make sure that when the opportunities come, you seize the moment. You drop what you're doing, take yourself out of whatever your norm is and go tackle that opportunity full force with everything that you have. But just as importantly, practice at 100%. And what I mean by that is every single day before that big opportunity comes, you need to be producing or making beats or writing songs or something at the best level that you can. Always practice at 100% because when that big call comes in, I assure you, you are not going to want to go like, oh, I've just been skating for the last few months, but now I really need to turn it on 100. Man, 100% just doesn't show up. You've got to really nurture that and bring that ability out of you so that it's ready when you need it. Don't wait for those opportunities, but also be respectful when you're going out and looking for them. If you're going to email somebody or however you're going to reach them, keep your approach very, very short, very to the point. Don't give them your whole bio and your EPK. Nobody's going to read your bio. Nobody's going to look through your EPK. Music is going to lead. Unless you have a great song or a great vocal performance or something great that represents you, you're probably not ready yet. There's a balance between don't wait for the opportunities, but wait until you're ready for them. You can be building your career before you're ready to be out. You can be networking. You don't have to start your networking process by, okay, now my first single is ready and I'm ready for the world. You should be networking long before you're ready to put anything out. Number two, realize you're not special. Hey, I'm really sorry about that. I'm not special either. The thing is, we all love music so much, and we all love what we create on our own that we want everybody else to hear it so badly that we get a little bit, caught up in ourselves sometimes. Sometimes you just need to wait a little while until what you have that you want everybody to hear is really actually competing with the marketplace and with what other people are putting out at the level that you want to reach. I would suggest to you that don't put songs out early if they sound like demos. That's the time where you need to get back in the lab, back in the studio, refine your craft, work harder, write more songs, work on your production. And when you have that gem that you're like, wow, this one's the one, that's when you go. That's when you put it out on Spotify and Apple Music and things like that. That's when you start promoting it, SoundCloud, things like that. So have some patience. Wait until you really have something that you think people are going to connect with. Then put it out. And expect them not to connect with it. This is the way it is. I'm sorry, the music industry is really, really hard. Sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 releases consistently of high quality stuff before people start really paying attention. If you want to have any kind of traction, put the stuff out, work it, network, be respectful of people, but try and make networks and connections and let the chips fly. And if it doesn't hit the way you wanted it to, then regroup and try and make a better one and put another one out in a month or two. That goes for you producers and mixers out there too. Getting out there too early is not necessarily a good thing. First impressions can be everything. If your beats just aren't ready yet and you're trying to get to that rapper or artist or whoever that you're trying to reach, and you give them a mediocre beat and they actually do listen, then they're certainly never going to listen to you again. That's the closed door right there. You've closed it. If you wait a little while, be patient until you've got something that you're like, man, this is the shit. All I got to do is press play and I know I'm going to catch somebody with this. Like that's the moment that you go like, okay, now I have it. Here we go. And once you have that, make another and another and another. Because I guarantee you, the people that you actually want to compete with on the top level of the music industry can wake up on any given day and make absolute fire. So that's your competition, but you can get there. I did. Number 3, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Take off those track shoes, put on those running shoes, and get ready for some distance. You got to start thinking now, years in advance. Where am I going to be in a year? Where am I going to be in 2 years, 5 years? And you want to start thinking about how to make moves to get you there. You don't want to just wake up every day doing the same thing without any kind of strategy for moving forward or success. And also keep in mind that you're probably not going to get any great opportunities for a long time. It's going to be a series of smaller opportunities. Those smaller opportunities are probably going to lead to slightly bigger until you get that one big thing. It can happen. You can wake up tomorrow and Kanye West can call and put you on a record. I'm playing the odds here. Odds are that's not going to happen. What's more likely going to happen is you're going to wake up every day, work on your craft, try and get yourself better every single day, and eventually it's going to start happening for you. And that's the same for putting yourself out there too, that persistence. You know, if you do it in the right way, I know it's going to be frustrating. Trust me, I'm there every day. If you put yourself out there in the right way, eventually somebody is going to respond. And hopefully you can use that to push things along. Maybe you can figure out what you did to get that person to respond and refine your approach and see if you can get the next person to respond. But again, be respectful. Don't spam these people. I can tell you it is the #1 biggest turnoff when I see somebody loading up my Instagram feed with their fucking song. Like, I'm never listening to that. Nobody on my level is ever listening to that. So be mindful of that. And again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Manage your expectations. Have a long-term plan. You're in for a long run. But I can tell you, I get to wake up every day in the music industry and know all I got to do today is music. And that is like the most rewarding feeling in the entire world, I promise you. I hope you the same success. Hopefully these tips have given you a lot to think about. I know this can be a long journey. Success can come easy, but chances are it's not gonna. It didn't for me. So stay the course. And while you're at it, please like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really helps. I'll see you next time. My YouTube channel is the most badass on the block, and you want to be a member. Subscribe right now. Do it. What? Okay, I saw you. I saw that. You got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that subscription. Peace.